Hi Firsties! Today is Thursday, December 3rd, and we are going to jump in and get started on the things you can do from home today. So, number one is in your handwriting book, you're on page 55, which is a lowercase v. And here is what lowercase v looks like. So you've got your paper, yours will be on your handwriting page, and it's going to go like this. You're going to go over curve down, come down to that bottom of the V up, and then it has the little connector at the top. Okay, so over curve down, your V is going to be here, and then it connects here. So when I'm writing a word like vase, I'm going to go like this: under curve down, up. I connect to my A by going across and then back around, S, E. Okay. So there is how the letter V will connect to other letters. You have to do all of page 55 today. That is job one. Job two is spelling. And since you don't have your buddy, we're going to do another activity where you can just do it on your own. So you're going to take your words. I've written them all down. Oops. When, your, can, said, dive, five, hive, and drive. And today what you're going to do is rainbow writing. Now, I like to do rainbow writing 3 times. You can do it more times than that if you want prettier letters. So, for example, I have the word when. You could write that in pencil and then get out crayons or markers, and you're going to trace those letters in at least 3 colors. So W, H, E, N. There's one. Then I grab another color. W, H, E, N. You can see 2 colors, and then I'd need a third color for this one, maybe green. So we go W, H, E, and N. Okay, so that is one word that I've rainbow written, and then you would need to do the same process for all the rest. You could choose different colors for all of them, but you will need to trace all of them at least with 3 colors. Okay, so that's your second job, spelling. Your third job, I'm going to tell you about your saint this week. I wasn't there to tell you about him, but he's so cool, I didn't want you to miss out. So today, you don't have your saint pages. What we'll do is you can just draw him on a piece of paper, and then you can go ahead and write his name, okay? So this is Saint Lawrence, and I will send a picture so your parents can show you what he looks like. He was a deacon in Rome. He was actually one of the deacons who helped the Pope. So there were 7 deacons who helped the Pope. 7's a holy number, remember. It's earth, which is 4, plus the Trinity, which is 3, so it's 7. He was one of the 7 deacons, and he was actually given the most important task. He was like the head deacon who helped the Pope. Now, at this time, remember, the Romans were not thrilled with Christianity, so if they found out you were Christian, or if the emperor decided he wanted to get rid of Christians, they would martyr a lot of them. So what happened is they came to the church and they said, you've all been turned in and you're going to be killed, but you have 3 days to gather up all the treasure of the church and bring it with you. So the emperor was trying to collect all the treasure. And if you think of churches even today, there's a lot of really beautiful things because we reserve our most beautiful things for God. So you can think of the chalice at Mass that's made of gold, or jewels that might have adorned a statue, or beautiful works of art. And all of this was being said that it belonged to the emperor. So he had 3 days. Now, St. Lawrence did something very bold and very lovely. And he took all those treasures that he could find, and instead of giving them to the emperor and the men coming to take it, he went out and gave it to the poor. So he took all the best things and gave it to the poor because he realized it's better in the hands of these people to help them get food than in the hands of the emperor. So he gave all that away. And then 3 days later, when he had to appear before the emperor, he brought with him all the poor, all the sick, and said, these are the treasures of our church. And that actually made the emperor really mad. And that is why St. Lawrence is shown, you'll see him with a grill, like a grill on your barbecue, because the emperor took that grill, had a fire put underneath it, and then put St. Lawrence on that to kill him by fire. And St. Lawrence became the patron of cooks and chefs because of this, but he also became the patron of comedians because as he was laying there and being burned alive, which you can imagine would be so painful, he looked at the people who were killing him and said, "I'm done on this side, flip me over," which is such a silly thing to say when that's what's happening to you, but he did it. So, like I said, I'm sending a picture with the email today so your parents can show you what he looks like, and then you can just get a piece of paper and you can draw St. Lawrence on it, okay? I'll use the back of my V page. So I'll draw a really quick just outline of him. He's a deacon, so you can draw him in his deacon garb. Draw much better than me, please. And he's always shown with the grill that he was put on, okay? So I'm drawing quick just so you can see kind of what I'm talking about. So I want really lovely pictures. Here he is. Okay, quick sketch. And then you need to write St. Lawrence. And if you would like to do it in cursive, you may today. Okay, I'll write cursive at the bottom, but here is how you write his name. So you can just do a beautiful picture of St. Lawrence. If you want to take it a step further, you could try to write his story or what he did that was so remarkable. Okay. So there is St. Lawrence, and that is your third job. Okay, and then your fourth job is for math. And this is penny, nickel, dime grab. So if we were in class today, we'd have out all the real money and we'd be grabbing handfuls and counting them. Instead today, you'll have to make your own money. So if your parents have a nickel and a dime and a penny that you could trace them to make them real size, and that's great. But if not, you can see I just drew 10 of each. So I drew 10 dimes, 10 nickels, and 10 pennies. And then what you'll do is cut all those out, and you can cut them in squares if you don't want to cut them in perfect circles, okay? And then you mix them all up, grab a handful, and count it. And you can do that on paper if you want, or you can fold the paper into sections. So maybe I'm here, got my paper. Maybe you want to do it 8 times. That would be a great amount of times to practice. So if I fold my paper into fourths, I can do 4 on the front, 4 on the back. So I would pick up my handful, dump it on my paper, sort it. So remember, we always want to count dimes first. So if I counted, maybe I got 3 dimes, 3 pennies, and 2 nickels. So I'm going to do my dimes, then my nickels, and my pennies. Okay? So always dimes first, then nickels, then pennies, and then you want to count it. 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43. And then you write your amounts. Okay, so I'd say 8 times is a great amount to practice that. So you'll have to make all your money and then cut it out, dump it, grab a handful, and count it 8 times. All right, I think that is it for today. Remember to read so that you can keep moving with your reading. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.